Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Brothers and sisters, today's tip is about moderation in food and water, or in food and drink. One of the things that we forget to do during the month of Ramadan is to be moderate in the way that we eat. You know, we're so hungry during the entire day, and especially in countries like, for example, in the UK or in Canada and parts of North America, where I'm from, the days of fasting right now during the summer is really, really long. It's approximately 18 hours, some places 19 hours, 20 hours a day of fasting. And it's just really, really difficult, and people get very hungry and very thirsty during the day. One of the things that you have to keep in mind is to be very moderate in the way that you eat. Now, let's just say that you have 6 hours in total to eat. Just 6 hours. Alhamdulillah, here in Malaysia or in these parts of Southeast Asia, we have more than 6 hours to eat during the night. We have approximately 10 or 11 hours, which alhamdulillah is a blessing of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, sometimes even more than that. One of the things that we need to remember is to have moderation. Now, when it comes time for iftar, what we should not do is to eat a lot of greasy foods. You want to try and make sure that for those few hours a day that you can eat something, make sure that you're eating very healthy. Make sure you're having protein, but not too much protein, because that's going to make you very thirsty, and you're going to want to consume a lot more water, and your body is going to feel very thirsty during the day. So you want to make sure that you're eating healthy foods. And one of the most important things that I want to stress on is the fact that when we do eat our iftar, or we do eat our suhoor, we only focus on eating a large meal at the times that we're supposed to be stocking up or replenishing our body. So for example, you're stocking up in the morning at suhoor, and at iftar time you're replenishing your body, you haven't eaten for so many hours. One of the things that you need to remember is to make sure that you eat constantly throughout those hours, or you're at least drinking a lot of water throughout those hours. Now, at the time of iftar, you don't want to drink 1 or 2 liters of water and then don't drink any water until suhoor. The most important thing is to drink a glass of water and then to keep a bottle of water with you. For example, during Taraweeh, where you're sipping on the water, after every 2 rak'ah you take a sip of water. Keep your body replenished. Try and flip your lifestyle to the other side of the coin, you could say. So for example, in a coin, you have heads and tails. So for example, during the day, you'd always be awake drinking a lot of water, and during the night when you're sleeping, you're not drinking water. During the month of Ramadan, make sure you're doing the opposite, okay? Make sure that you're drinking a lot of liquids, a lot of fluids, and your body is, replenished. And if you feel, a very simple guideline, this is something, I'm not really a doctor, but it's a simple guideline that we should keep in mind. If you feel as though your lips are getting chapped, it means that you don't have enough water in your body. It means that you're not drinking enough fluids. So you need to make sure to keep yourself hydrated as much as you possibly can. Another thing that you need to remember to do is during the month of Ramadan, especially when it comes to food and being moderate in the way that we eat, and we'll talk about this in another reminder inshallah ta'ala in more detail, is to remember those that don't have the food that you have, and remember those that don't have the luxuries when it comes to food and drink that you have. So inshallah we'll suffice what we mentioned today, and we'll talk about that in another reminder inshallah ta'ala. I'm looking forward to seeing you again soon. Jazakumullahu khairan. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.